Albert, can you tell me what happened? Tell me about Andy Ruiz. How was he able to take Joshua apart like he did?
Well, I think the way Andy Ruiz was being able to find success against a much taller foe is because in his last fight, he fought a guy that was similar size. So, he knew that the overhand right against a taller fighter is always going to be money punch. The key, however, was where he was going to place his left hand. So he had to kind of get Joshua at a vulnerable position. So he would jab towards his chest area to kind of get him to bend down towards that area. And then once he bent down, that's when he was able to launch into the overhand right. And that's when it, pretty much it was a tempo shot that kind of just shook up, Joshua. But I mean, once he landed that punch, I think he knew, okay, so that's the punch that I have to go with. But the key is going to be about timing him, getting my jab out there, doubling up on the jab. And once he was able to just land that punch, I think from that point on he knew it was just a matter of who's going to stay upright. Because if you remember in the third round, Joshua knocked him down first.
Yeah.
So it was, he had to kind of put himself in a position where, okay, I've just been knocked down by a guy much bigger than me. I just have to, stay composed. And I think that's probably what the biggest difference was. Ruiz just stayed composed mentally, and he was probably mentally stronger than Joshua was. And I think that's what the biggest difference was.
Ron, what did you see?
I saw the same thing, and Albert always brings it into perspective, into technique and everything. But I've been following Andy Ruiz since did you go to the fight? I think it was 2011 or 2012.
Tucson?
No, up in Blue Water.
Oh, yes,
and we'd seen him there. And you look at the guy, and I know he caught a lot of stuff for, he's out of shape. He was a massive underdog. But we've always kind of believed in this guy. And he proved everybody wrong. And he took this fight on short notice, basically, right?
About a month notice.
Oh, yeah.
So who knows if he would have known before that, maybe a psychological thing. But he went into this going, just with the fact that he knew he was going to win. He didn't take it just to take a fight, and he was probably set up, for Anthony or Joshua for a bigger payday fight. It's probably like a little safety fight, and it turned out totally different. But Andy Ruiz
Never let him marinate.
Never judge a book by its cover, for one.
Right.
And you just gotta love it. I was so happy to see him win. It was amazing.